Jai Shri Ram. My name is Sanjay Lakshmikant Paitankar. Today I want to talk about two people, and of course a decadent mass of religious nonsense called Pakistan. These two people are Indians. Make it three. I will mention the third person just in the passing. All three are, two are 100% anti-Indian, one is 80% anti-Hindu, and the first two are 100% anti-Hindu. Let me tell their names, that way you know who these people are. One is a jihadi, old man from Kashmir, who was sunbathing when there was a Hindu genocide in Kashmir. I'm sure you know who that is. Farooq Abdullah. He is the biggest jihadi alive today in India. A shameless one at that, because he wears jihadi slogans on his sleeve, or let me say on his forehead. The second one is Mani Iyer. I will not say money because money is a Sanskrit word, and anything Hindu or Sanatani is held in hate by this guy. Mani Iyer, a Pakistan votary. And the third person, whom I say is 80% non-Indian, anti-Indian, and definitely 90% anti-Hindu. That is Mamata Banerjee. Now, let's go one by one by one. I have made some notes. Let me look at them. This Jihadulla, called Abdullah, when there was a talk about taking POK, Pakistan occupied Kashmir, it was at a very non-serious level. This talk I am talking about, taking POK. POK is India's part, has been said and accepted as some kind of law in the parliament. I don't know what it is called. I don't want to go into that because my knowledge of that is, the precise terminology is a little thin. But our parliament has acknowledged that POK is a part of India illegally occupied by Pakistan. When this topic came up during this heated election atmosphere, this Jihadulla Abdullah, jihad against India, okay, says पाकिस्तान ने चूड़ियां पहन नहीं रखी है, नहीं पहन रखी है, ठीक है. And it was said promptly, पहना देंगे. ठीक है, जवाब मिल गया. But this man always talks for Pakistan and says Pakistan has a nuclear bomb. Therefore, India should fear it. India should fear Pakistan using that bomb against Indian cities, India itself. They have more bombs than India does, according to Jane's magazine. Which discusses defense matters of the world. Fine. So, according to Abdullah, the grand old jihadi, India should be scared and they should talk with Pakistan because they have a bomb. Since he used the word, all these words in Hindi, he said bum. Now, if you look at it through an English angle, the word bum, that means ass, or as English people would like to say arse. They don't pronounce the R sound, but even if they do, it is imperceptible to your ears. But I, being a person that believes in rhoticity, always pronounce the R sound wherever it is in a word. Many Indians believe that it is very sophisticated when they don't pronounce the R sound wherever it is in the spelling. My question is, how do you pronounce the word important? Important? Don't. Practice rhoticity. It helps people understand. Even though initially they might form an impression that you are less sophisticated, do not have a lot of knowledge of the English language. That is not the case at all. Rhoticity I practice proudly, as you can hear the R sound everywhere when I speak. English lessons aside, so this jihadi old man who presided over Hindu genocide in Kashmir says Pakistan has a bum. Well, as I said, please understand the word through the English lens. Bum is your ass. How could Pakistan have a bum when they don't have anything to eat? Ass doesn't grow if you don't have food. That is first shot, a cheap shot at this man. I would like to take all kinds of shots at all the anti India people. I don't care. If I can put them down, I will. So, cheap shots will still find their way in my talk when it comes to anti India, anti Hindu people. So, a starving people cannot have bum. It is the opposite. You know, you are being oxymoronic in your talk. Okay. But some sounds were पाकिस्तान ने अगर चूड़ियां नहीं पहनी है तो पहना देंगे. Yes, I am all for it. There is one TV anchor, Anjana Om Kashyap, and it is her pet peeve when you equate chudiyan with weakness. She slates anyone who says चूड़ियाँ नहीं पहनी है. सो चूड़ियाँ पहनने वाले शक्तिहीन होते हैं. हमारी माएँ बहनें शक्तिहीन हैं. ठीक है. You can answer these questions whenever or in the comments if you wish to. So चूड़ियाँ पहना देंगे. Somebody has to deliver them. Let us appoint this Jihadulla Abdula for that job. But I have one more item to add to this chudiyan, this package of chudiyan. Mamata Banerjee is 69 years old. Communists are at least 100 billion light years away from any power in India. Muslims are completely satisfied. I use the word satisfied in the most vulgar manner, vulgar way. Please understand. In Bengal, Muslims are completely satisfied. Those were the two opponents, right? Are opponents of any government in West Bengal. Communists are not on the horizon and Muslims are satisfied. You know what I mean. So, Mamata Banerjee has no threat and she is 69 years old. However old, she should voluntarily donate her chastity belt to be taken to Pakistan by this Jihadulla Abdula. Let me repeat. It is not salvage. It is used because she is 69. She must have used it for a long time because she was attacked by communists, she was attacked by Muslims, she was attacked by a lot of people. So, this chastity belt, now that she doesn't need it, Muslims have become a part of her family who should be feared by all Indian Hindu women. Muslims, I am talking about. That belt needs to go with Sheikh Abdullah or Farooq Abdullah or whatever Abdullah, Abu Kadallah or Abu Katullah to Pakistan. Because all the chances exist that Pakistan will go through an orgy, BDSM, by the people it owes money to, by the countries it owes money to. They will definitely open holes where there aren't any naturally. So Pakistan deserves the chastity belt that Mamata, I am urging, will give as a donation. Why do I say that? I have certain observations. I have been through some books that explicitly speak about men's and women's minds. How the unanswered demands of nature wreak havoc on your everyday life. It has to be admitted that Mamata Banerjee is not a very good looking woman. Even in her youth, I am sure she was not. A reject worthy person. Surely, in this world that puts a huge prestige or value on how you look, she, these are cruel words. She is in a corner that doesn't exist. But by a stroke of luck, she found herself in politics and has risen to this position. They say she is a fighter. Okay. But let's not forget she is ugly. Let's not forget she is a spinster. And let's not forget, because of these reasons, certain basic, most basic of instincts have remained famished, have been starved. Kama Shantihi, Krodha Shantihi has not happened. When calm is not satisfied, leads to Krodh. Krodh is Wrath, and you have seen that she is always mad, she is always angry. And when on stage, she talks like a man. Have you heard her voice? If you were to hear her voice without looking at her, you would believe that you are listening to a man. Now, a fanatically exaggerated sound or I would say a fanatically exaggerated language when spoken or practiced in wrath by a woman with those two, the spinsterhood and Kamana Ashanti, Kam Ashanti, all these things make her hate men, especially those men that are handsome, good looking. All her victims have been the political males, the males that are on the political scene in India. I don't know about the personal things. I don't know about how she deals with handsome men that are close to her, working with her. But the way she behaved with Atal Bihari Vajpayee, the way she behaved in the parliament, the way she behaves with Narendra Modi. But Modi ji said once, 3-4 years ago, that Mamata Banerjee sends her shirts and she always sends her Bengali sweets. Why? You think Modi is a good catch? So the unmentioned, unrequited love or lust, let us be frank, results in hatred for men. This is what Mamata is. Therefore, she hates Hindu people. Some Hindu men may have rejected her. Yeah, you are ugly. Just because you are Hindu doesn't mean I need to, or some Hindu guy needs to, I'm not going to say these things. Therefore, she is against Hindus. How? Last assembly elections, 300,000 Hindu people ran away from Bengal to Assam when there was a pogrom against them for voting against her party, TMC. She has included close to 85% of the recent classification of people that are backward in West Bengal. Out of 80, out of 100 odd, 85 categories are from Muslims. If you go deep down, you call Muslim a backward class, sartan se juda. But in this case, Muslims have accepted that because they will get benefits. Yes. So this woman has tried everything to satisfy the Muslim public so that they will vote for her. Hindus, though they are from the Communist Party, many of them have come from the Communist Party into her fold. They will vote for her, no doubt. But today's scenario, today's situation, today's scene says that they are not going to, the Hindus are not going to vote for her, and BJP is projecting that their tally, predicting rather, their tally is going to climb beyond 30 in West Bengal because of Sandesh Khali. The Aurangzeb or Jahangir or Sheikh Shahjahan, whoever that is, every young woman had to spend nights with him before getting married. That was the rule he had promulgated, implemented in Sandesh Khali, a Bangladeshi immigrant, Sheikh Shahjahan. Is there some kind of vicarious pleasure being drawn by Mamata Didi for all the sexual violence perpetrated against the Bengali women that are helpless? Because she hasn't had it in her life. These are the questions I am throwing at you. Please educate me and give me the reasons why you think this education is necessary. I am not talking about the sensitivities of the matter. I have spoken certain things. I may be off path just for a little while, but most of the stuff has come from the books in psychology, of psychology. I have been reading myself. So please, let me know. We have seen that Muslim men have killed, maimed, impaled, destroyed Hindu girls' lives. Every day it is in the paper, in the news, on TV. Muslim perpetrator, Hindu woman. Why? Let me know. Thank you.